Hello friend, today we are going to discuss a very important topic, that is the tooth. So today till the end of this video we will learn the basic structure of tooth, what are the different parts. So first let's discuss what are the important parts of the tooth. It is divided into three important parts. Number one is the crown. It is the uppermost part of the tooth which is seen to our naked eyes, means which is present above the gum. The second part is the neck. It is the part which is surrounded by the gum, which is present just below the crown. The third or the last part is the root, which is not seen to our eyes because it is present below the gum. Clear? So these are the three important parts of the tooth. Now let's learn three important terms assigned to the tooth. What are the three important terms? First, the thecodont. Thecodont. The tooth is also called the thecodont because it is present engulfed, it is buried inside a cavity, is present inside a bony cavity, attached to a bony cavity which is known as the theca or alveoli. That is the reason why the tooth is also called thecodont. The next term is the heterodont. Heterodont means hetero. First understand, homo and hetero. Homo means similar, hetero means dissimilar. So the tooth are not of similar type. The structure of the tooth are different in different region of the buccal cavity. So the tooth is called heterodont because of the different shape, size and structure and function. So the tooth has a different shape, size and function. Due to the different types of tooth, the tooth is also called heterodont. Finally, we will talk about diphyodont. Diphyodont, it is called so because it appears twice in our lifetime, once as milk tooth and once again after the milk tooth disappear, the tooth again reappear, which are known as the permanent tooth. So di means two, as it appears twice, it is called diphyodont because it appears, the tooth appears twice in lifetime. That is why it is called diphyodont. Okay, so these three terms are assigned to our tooth: thecodont, heterodont and diphyodont. Now let's go in detail about the structure of the tooth. What are its different parts? Let's see. So let me draw a diagram for you so that you can easily understand. Look at this. So this is the structure of a typical tooth, human tooth. Clear? So it has three different parts, as I have already told you. Clear? So this is the part where our gum is present. This is the part where the gum is present. Okay, so the part which is seen above the gum, I have told you, is the crown. So which is the crown region? This one. This is the crown. The part which is surrounded by the gum is the neck region. So this part is the neck region, and finally the last part is root, which is not seen to our eyes. because it is present inside the gum. Okay, so this is at the end there is an aperture. This aperture is known as, yes, this aperture is called the apical foramen. Apical foramen. Why? Because it is a type of apex, and here the pore is present. So through these pore, the blood vessels and the nerve vessels enters into the cavity. This cavity, which is known as the pulp cavity. So the blood and nerve supply enter into the tooth through the apical foramen to a cavity which is known as the pulp cavity. Clear? So the pulp cavity contains what? The blood and nerve supply. That is why we can feel different types of sensation in our tooth by taking cold or very chilled or hot food into our buccal cavity. So these blood and nerve vessels, the nerve fibers, helps in detecting different sensation in our tooth. Clear? Next we will talk about the two important terms related with the tooth. What are they? One is the enamel. One is the enamel. And what is enamel? It is only present above the gum in the crown region. So this is the layer which is present above the crown, and it is the hardest part. It is the hardest part of our body. So enamel is the hardest part of our body. It is present above the crown region, and it is the shining part. Shining part of the tooth that makes our tooth shine, and it looks white due to the presence of enamel. And remember, this enamel is ectodermal in origin. So enamel is ectodermal in origin, and it is not present throughout the structure of the tooth, but it is only present on the crown region to make it shining and glossy. So our tooth looks very good and white due to the presence of enamel. It is a white hard calcareous covering on our tooth that protects it from decaying. Okay, so to avoid wear and tear of the tooth, the enamel, which is the strongest and hardest part of our body, is present on the crown region. Another term we need to know is the dentine. It is the dentine. It is present throughout the tooth. This structure is present throughout the tooth. So the dentine is present throughout the structure of the tooth. So this layer, we can say, is the dentine that makes the tooth. Okay, so the dentine, remember, is the part of the tooth which is mesodermal in origin. It is mesodermal in origin, the dentine. So it is also very important to remember dentine and enamel. Another term, odontoblast. This is related with enamel. Odontoblast. Odontoblast. These are the cells that helps in the formation of the enamel. So odontoblast are the cell that forms the enamel, the strongest part. Likewise, so this one is odontoblast is responsible for the formation of the dentine, and enamel is formed with the help of the ameloblast. It is the layer of cells, ameloblast are the cells that helps in the formation of enamel, and odontoblast helps in the formation of dentine. So odontoblast is the layer present throughout the tooth that secretes the layer which is called dentine, and the ameloblast are present in the crown region only, because the enamel is present in the crown only. So that ameloblast cells helps in the secretion of the hardest part of our body, that is our enamel, the hard shining calcareous layer on the crown region. So remember, ameloblast are the cells helps in the secretion of enamel, and odontoblast helps in the secretion of the dentine. Okay, so dentine is mesodermal in origin, whereas enamel is ectodermal in origin. Clear? So this is the basic structure of our tooth, divided into three different parts: crown, neck and tooth. It has a apical foramen through which the blood and nerve supply enters into the pulp cavity of the tooth. The ameloblast cells helps in enamel formation, odontoblast helps in dentine formation. Clear? Okay, the gum helps in attach, it makes a fixed attachment of the tooth to the theca or the bony cavity to which the tooth is attached. Another layer is also here, the cementing substance. Remember, root of the tooth fixed by jawbone by a layer of cement or the cementoblast. So it is attached in the root region. The layer is called cementoblast. These are the cells which secretes a cementing connective tissue that helps in the attachment of the tooth to the bony cavity in the jawbone, so that it can make itself fix and will not have any displacement during chewing of food. It needs to be constant in its position in order to help in chewing of food during mastication. So this is the basic structure of the tooth and the different parts of the tooth, how the different types of tooth helps in various functions. We will discuss in the next class. We will discuss about the dental formula as well. So this is all for today. This is the structure of the tooth. In my previous video tutorial, we have learned about the structure of the tooth. So how the tooth is divided into three different parts: crown, neck and root, and how the blood and nerve fibers, blood vessels and nerve fibers enters into the tooth we have already studied. In this particular lecture, we will learn in detail about the different types of tooth. That is why I have told you that the tooth in human is called heterodont, because the tooth are of different types. Okay, so what are the different types of tooth we will learn in this class. So till the end of this video, we will learn in detail about the different types of tooth, their function and what is dental formula. So keep watching till the end to learn in detail about the types of tooth in human being. So homodont animals have similar type of tooth, but in case of human it is called heterodont, because we have different types of tooth. We have the sets of teeth in our upper jaw, which is called the maxilla, and the lower jaw, which is known as the mandible. So today we will learn the structure and types of tooth along with its function. We will also learn about the functions and dental formula. Clear? So we have learned about the structure in detail. Now we will talk about the types of tooth. So we have 4 different types of tooth in human, and they are: number 1, it is the incisor. The incisor are the tooth that are present at the front side of both the jaw, maxilla and mandible. Clear? So the incisors are chisel shaped. Chisel shaped. Chisel shaped means this is the instrument that is used to cut the wood. This will look like this. It is used to cut. This is very sharp point, so we beat here and this sharp end will cut the wood. So it is an instrument that is used to cut the wood. So chisel shaped, it is also help in, yes, biting the food. It helps in biting food. So incisors are the tooth which are chisel shaped and helps in biting the food. Next we will go for the second type, that is the canine. Number 2 is the canine. So canines are pointed. They have pointed crowns. Pointed crowns. In case of incisors, they have chisel shaped crown, but here in canines they have the pointed crown, which helps for tearing of food. Canines help in tearing. It will help in tearing food. Clear? So first one is incisor, then canine. Third one is our premolar. The third type of the tooth in human is the premolars. So premolars are bicuspid. Bicuspid means they have 2 curves on the front, on the surface of the tooth. There are 2 curves which meet at a single point. So that is the reason why it is called bicuspid. Okay, so premolars are having 2 cusps. Okay, 2 curves meeting at a single point. Okay, so this is bicuspid premolars, and they helps in grinding food. They help in grinding the food. And finally we have the 4th type of tooth, that is molars, which are present at last at the corner of our buccal cavity, which are called the molars, and they have 3 to 5 cusps. So 3 to 5 curves are there on the surface and they join at a single point. That is why they are having 3 to 5 cusps, and they help in grinding and crossing. Grinding the food as well as crossing the food. So molars and premolars helps in grinding and crossing the food to make them simple particles, whereas the incisor and canines are helpful in biting and tearing the food and making it simple or very small pieces. Clear? So these are the 4 different types of tooth present in human. Remember, the molars are 3 in number in all the sides. Means here I have 3 molars in the on the upper jaw or the maxilla. I have 3 molars in this side and 3 here. Likewise on the lower jaw also, or the mandible, we have also the 3 molars in this side on the right side and 3 in my left side. So there are 12 different molars. And remember, the third molar on both the sides, the last molar, the last molar or the third molar appears late. Okay, so the third molar comes very late, so that is why it is called late tooth or the wisdom teeth. This is the wisdom tooth. Why? Because it appears very late and it is present at the end of the set of tooth on both the jaws. Clear? So this is all about the different types of teeth. Next we will discuss about the dental formula. Okay, so now we will talk about the dental formula. We know that every species have a specific set of tooth present in them. Likewise, human also contains a specific set of tooth. The number and kinds of teeth on a species, in a particular species, is represented by a short equation which is called the dental formula. Okay, dental formula. So the dental formula is a short equation which represents the number and kinds of, it represents the number and kinds of tooth. So what is the number of tooth in a particular species and how many kinds of tooths are present in that particular species is represented with the help of the dental formula. Clear? So in case of human, we will discuss, we have two different sets of tooth. First one is the milk teeth, and then it is the permanent teeth. So first let's see what is the set of the milk teeth in human. So the dental formula of human milk teeth. So how it is represented? It is represented with each half of upper jaw. The formula is like this: each half of upper jaw divided by each half of lower jaw. Clear? This is the dental formula where we represent it with each half of upper jaw divided by each half of the lower jaw. So in case of milk teeth of human, we have the formula 2102 by 2102. The formula is 2102 by 2102. What does it means? 2102 by 2102. So here look, we have incisor first. We denote the teeth, that is incisor, with small I, which is 2 by 2, then canine, which is 1 by 1, then 0. Premolar is denoted with PM, 0 by 0, means the upper part represents each half of the upper jaw. Means if I will talk about my jaw, so in my upper jaw the half is represented here, the half of upper jaw divided by the half present on the lower jaw. So half means in the upper jaw we have 2102, means molars are 2 by 2. So this is the dental formula of milk teeth in case of human. But what about the permanent teeth? What is the set of the permanent teeth? The formula is 2123 by 2123. So I am writing here the permanent teeth, the set of permanent teeth. Incisor, in case of permanent case, 2, canine 1, premolar 2, and molar 3. So 2123 by 2123 is the formula of human tooth in permanent. In case of permanent tooth, it is 2123 by 2123. So how to remember this? We have two number of incisor in the upper jaw, of half of the upper jaw. So in half of the upper jaw, what is the set of the tooth? I have two incisors, one canine, 2 premolars and 3 molars. Likewise, in the upper half of the upper jaw, we have again 2 incisor, 1 canine, 2 premolar and 3 molars. So this is the complete set of tooth present in the upper jaw. Likewise, in the lower jaw, we have also 2, 1, 2, 3. Half of the lower jaw, again half of the lower jaw is also having 2 incisors, 1 canine, 2 premolar and 3 molars. So this is the division. This upper part represents the tooth in the maxilla, and the lower part represents that of the mandible or the lower jaw. This means the upper jaw, and this represents the lower jaw. Clear? So 2 incisors, 1 canine, 2 premolar and 3 molar in the upper half. 2, 1, 2, 3. Likewise here also 2, 1, 2, 3. And likewise here also 2, 1, 2, 3 and 2, 1, 2, 3. So it will complete the total set, that is 2, 1, 2, 3. 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 equal to 8. Then here also 8, 8, 8, 16 on the upper jaw or the maxilla, and 16 on the lower jaw or the mandible. Clear? So 16 by 16 into 2 means the number is 32 in case of permanent teeth of human. Likewise, in case of milk teeth, it is 2102 by 2102 means here also we have 2102. This is the complete set of upper jaw, and 2102, this is the complete set of lower jaw. So 2 plus 1 plus 0 plus 2, that means 5 plus 5, 10, and here also 10 into 2, that means 20 number of tooths are there in milk teeth, or in case of human milk teeth the number is 20, and in case of permanent teeth of human the number is 32. So this is the way how we represent the number of teeth and number and kind of the tooth present in human. Likewise, we have dental formula for different other animals. So let's discuss about some dental formulas present and how the formula represents the total set of tooth present in some other different animals. So friends, here we have the dental formula of some common animals. So look, the first one is dog. Here the dental formula is 3142 by 3143. So the 3 represents the number of incisors, 1 for canine, 4 for premolar and 2 for molar, as I have already told you. Okay. So this represents the half of the upper jaw, means another 3, 1, 4, 2 are there in the upper jaw. Likewise 3, 1, 4, 3 are there on the lower jaw. Means the total number in case of dog is 3 plus 1 plus 4 plus 2, that is 10. 10 into 2, that is 20 in upper jaw. And in lower jaw it is 21 into 2, it is 11 into 2, that is 22. So 20 plus 22, that is 42. So likewise we can calculate the total number of tooth present in a particular animal from the dental formula. So the dental formula in case of cat is 3131 by 3121, that is 30. In case of squirrel, 1023 by 1013, that is 22. In case of pig and horse, the dental formula is same, 3143 by 3143, that is 44. In case of mouse, it is 1003 by 1003, and in elephant it is 1003 by 0003. There is similarity between mouse and elephant. 1003 by 1003 in mouse, 1003 0003 in elephant. So 2 less than mouse in case of elephant. Likewise, in case of cow and sheep, along with goat, cow, sheep and goat, the dental formula is the same, 0033 by 3133, that is 32. And in case of rabbit, 2033 by 1023, that is 28. And remember, in case of opossum, the number of tooth is highest, that is 50, and the formula is 5134 by 4134. Okay, so remember opossum, highest number of tooth is found in case of opossum. 5134 by 4134 is the dental formula. Finally, we have the dental formula of human permanent teeth and milk teeth. I have already told in case of milk teeth, the formula is 2102 by 2102, which is equal to 20. Here, in case of milk teeth, the premolar are totally absent. But in case of permanent teeth, the premolars are 2 in number, in half. Means there are 8 number of premolars. Additional 8 number of premolars are there. And you can notice also here 3 molars are there, but here 2 molars are there. So additional 1 molar is there. So 1 in half of the upper jaw. Means in the upper jaw we have 2 and in the lower jaw we have 2. So 4 molars are added again. Okay. So 8 premolar and 4 molars. That means 12 additional tooth are present in permanent set than the milk teeth. That is the reason, that is the difference between the number, total number. Here it is 20, here it is 20 plus 12, that is 32. So this is all about the dental formula of different common animals. So remember these dental formulas, they may be asked in different entrance examinations, as well as in your board examination. You can also write them to show your knowledge towards the dental formula by giving examples of any of these animals. Okay, so this is all about the different types of tooth, what are their function, and the different dental formulas in some common animals. So these are all heterodonts because different types of tooth are seen in these animals, and including human being also, we have 4 different types of tooth in our buccal cavity. So this is all about the structure of teeth and the types of different teeth along with the dental formula. If you have any doubts, please comment below.